Paul, hi.
Hello, good to see you,
Hi.
Artem.
Good to see you.
Yeah, thank you for doing these set songs. I I've been liking the Facebook page last few years, and sometimes I see the stream pop up, and it's like cool just spontaneously to tune in, and that's what happened today.
Wonderful.
Um,
You're welcome. Absolutely, it's my pleasure.
yeah, my question is, I feel like I'm not secure in myself, and I rely a lot on other people's opinions, and even to come to
Mhm.
this chat and even present something, I feel like 1,000 different reactions. Like first my knees were shaking a little bit, then like
Mhm.
something else, and I feel how I'm so sensitive and changing. And with my parents, it's the same. With my father, for example, a lot. His opinion is so strongly valuable to me.
Mhm.
I'm looking for his praise, and I'm really scared of his rejection. And how do I deal with this? Like, I to get that clarity, to become secure in myself, what would your advice be for that?
Okay, so I'll first speak about the practice, and then I'll speak about life. Uh, that's a very good question and very well formed and very honest and authentic. So kudos to you, my friend. Uh, what you describe is a very basic insecurity of the ego. Is the very basic conditioning. So ego is basically a child that hasn't grown up and still yearns for validation and approval of other people, as if uh, your life depends on it. What supports it, uh, or you could say what manifests at the same time that it happens, uh, when we're validated or not validated or judged or looked down upon or spoken harshly to, is emotional, or some people would say energetic reactions, automatic reactions in your body. So as you say, maybe you become a little fearful, or you become a little anxious, or you become embarrassed, or things like that. uh, this is also pain. This is also what I call pain, and this is also what binds us from being actually truly free and independent and do what we want in life. uh, this is what makes us the slaves of society, the slaves of approval. And actually, the people that we yearn approval from, because they sort of trained us and conditioned us, aren't oftentimes very good people. Because very, like, if someone is a very good person, you don't need to work for their approval. you know so it's a sort of a very fucked up situation in a way. you know so as a result, we oftentimes grow up not to be very good people ourselves. And for example, like, we are taught to treat those below us with contempt and disgust, for example. Uh, so, uh, so the reason that this pain is there is because when we're conditioned, when we're trained, we're not allowed to express it. Sort of a part of conditioning is stop complaining, basically. So uh, when we're not allowed to explain, like, to express it, like, for example, when we told stop crying, or when we try to express some discontent, and then we're told to shut up, basically. The way that we uh, do that is by trying to control the body and tense up. Like, for example, everyone who stop like made themselves to stop crying. Like the way you do it is you tense up the throat. And so oftentimes people, when they begin to cry after they haven't been cried for years, they say that when they're about to begin to cry, there's pain in the throat. So as a result of that, our body accumulates a lot of tensions. So there's a lot of suppressed emotions, which is a reaction to all those judgments, and there's a lot of tensions. So in meditation practice, and this includes psychedelics trips and stuff like that, but especially in long meditation, the awareness starts exploring these tensions and these suppressed emotions automatically, just by the virtue of you not distracting yourself from yourself, because it's not a natural state. It's an artificial state. It's a conditioned state. So if you stop engaging with anyone, if you stop engaging with other people, if you stop distracting yourself with anything, if you stop distracting yourself from yourself, and you just spend a long time with yourself, this will begin to happen. It can be very difficult because it's basically learning to accept all experience, including uncomfortable experience. It's like sinking back into your discomfort, which you have suppressed for a very long time, but it's always been there in your conscious, and it has been running your life, right? But a result of the freedom that comes from exploring that, all the blissful states and all the wonderful states, are basically just a result of uncovering it and exploring it and letting go of it. So that's what happens in meditation if you meditate for long enough. Now in life, you can do the same thing. So when you experience the reaction, take your awareness into the reaction itself. Let the mind speak, because the mind also will talk about why it's going on and blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. Don't try to stop it. Let it speak. But take your immediate awareness into the exact reaction. Like, for example, someone told you something and, ooh, there's some pain there. Go there. Close your eyes, breathe, or you might not even necessarily need to close your eyes. Go there, immediately there. At some point in the spiritual practice, it happens automatically because there's no choice. That's why they say that there's a point in the spiritual path when practice becomes effortless. That's what they mean. So there's still practice at this point, but it's effortless because whatever arises in you immediately gets your attention. But that's not how it is for most people. The conditioned, again, in line of what I was talking before, the conditioned knee-jerk response is, no, let's not give it attention. It's unpleasant, it's difficult, let's do something else, let's please this person now, for example, right? So basically, in life, a good practice is to be honest with yourself about what you want, about what you experience, honest with other people, not necessarily, not argumentative or judgmental or accusing, but honest, and going and doing what you love. So if you love someone, be with them even if it's difficult. If you love doing something, do it even if it's difficult. So it's like before love and between love and fear, always choose love. So if you want to do something, or if you want to pursue something, but you reject yourself, but you're scared because you are afraid of those difficult experiences, difficult external experiences like fear or embarrassment, or someone will disapprove of you, you're missing out, so in the same vein, listen more to your intuition than to what your mind's telling you, because intuition is just unconscious knowledge. Intuition is usually what you want to do, but it's covered by all the mind's discussions and for the yearning for approval and validation, and it's covered. It's difficult to access, but it's always there, and it's sort of silent. you know. Like good examples I often give is like, if you like, for example, you're in a relationship with an abusive person, and you know, and you may have known for a year that this person isn't good for you, and this relationship has to end, but you couldn't find strength in yourself to end it. Why? Because you are afraid that when you're going to end it, there's going to be a lot of bad feelings. There's going to be guilt, or maybe you don't want to end it because there's guilt, or you will get depressed, or you will cry and you want to postpone it, but there's no way to postpone it. It will happen sooner or later, and so the intuition is like this stubborn thing in you that doesn't go away with the waves of those difficult emotional responses. Listen to it. So that's what I have to say about it. I hope it brings some clarity. And I know I said a lot, but you can also rewatch it later in
Yeah.
recording.
Thank you, Artem. Just to clarify, the diving deep into your feelings eventually leads to insight on how the situation actually is rather than the colors that you painted with, right?
Precisely. Yes. Yes.
And
Eventually.
I've done this practice, like I've kind of dabbled with it a little bit, and what I was finding is sometimes the experience is so overwhelming that there's this
Mhm.
secondary reaction that the mind becomes
Yes.
scared to attempt the practice
Yes.
again because it
Yes.
becomes
And then and
overwhelming,
then and then you just explore the fear.
and then you explore that fear.
Hmm.
You basically have to persevere and keep
Yes.
going, going, and going and going.
That's right. You got it. Yes.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you, Artem.
You're welcome.